It happens every year. The texts roll in, the social media tags explode, and the question hangs in the air, what are you doing for your birthday? And for some people, maybe you, maybe your friend, the answer is the same, nothing. This isn't just about being busy or introverted. This is a deep dive into the brain of the person who chooses to hit the ultimate mute button on their own special day. Why do they ghost their own party? Why do they hide the date? It's not about hating fun. It's a masterclass in modern self-protection. Imagine standing under a spotlight. Not a fun concert spotlight, but a harsh, interrogative one. That's what a birthday feels like to someone with spotlight aversion. The intense focus is overwhelming. Your birthday forces you to become the main character for a day. You have to accept compliments, respond to affection, and essentially perform joy for hours. This isn't easy for everyone. The pressure to perform. They feel a massive obligation to be happy, grateful, and fun. If they're genuinely feeling stressed, sad, or just average, that obligation becomes a lie they have to maintain. Skipping is an escape from that emotional labor. The fear of feeling undeserving. Sometimes, deep down, they struggle with their own self-worth. Receiving a flood of appreciation and gifts can feel confusing or even stressful, like they're accepting praise they haven't earned. It triggers imposter syndrome for their own life. The loss of control. When you're the birthday person, the day belongs to everyone else's expectations. You have to go where they plan, eat what they order, and smile for photos. By choosing to do nothing, they reclaim total control over their time and space. For them, opting out is an act of self-regulation. They're not rejecting love. They're rejecting the anxiety that comes with publicly receiving it. This is perhaps the most painful reason, and it's fueled by social media, the fear of disappointment. In the age of curated perfection, hosting a party is a gamble. And what if you lose? The fear isn't that their friends hate them. The fear is that their friends are busy, that the plans will conflict, or that the effort won't match the result. The thought process is brutal. Is my social capital high enough to guarantee a good turnout? The public metric of worth. A successful party, measured by how many people show up and how good the photos are, has become a public metric of someone's popularity and worth. If they throw a party and only 2 people show, that perceived failure is documented and humiliating. Preventative avoidance. By declaring they're doing nothing, they preemptively block the possibility of failure. There's no party to cancel, no empty chairs to count, and no public disappointment to manage. The social debt loop. They might look at their own attendance record and realize, I haven't gone to many people's parties this year, so I can't expect them to come to mine. They skip their own to avoid collecting a social debt they can't pay back, or worse, to avoid the guilt of friends showing up out of pity rather than genuine desire. It's a sad kind of genius. They bypass the risk of a low turnout by ensuring the turnout is 0. They choose a guaranteed 0 over the risk of a visible, painful failure. Finally, we come to the most philosophical reason: the weight of time. For some, a birthday is more than just a date. It's a forced audit of their life. Gen Z lives in a hyper-aware culture. Every year that passes brings pressure to meet milestones. Graduate, get that job, start that side hustle, move out, hit that follower count. A birthday is a deadline. Forced reflection. The celebration forces them to stop and acknowledge they are officially 1 year older. This inevitably leads to the question, what did I do with that year? If the answer feels inadequate, the birthday becomes a source of stress and guilt, not joy. Rejecting the old self. For some, they're still trying to figure out who they are. They might be in a transition phase, a gap year, a job change, a breakup. Celebrating an old age feels like solidifying an identity they are actively trying to change or grow out of. Seeking genuine ritual. They often reject the performance of the party in favor of a personal ritual. This might be a quiet hike, a solo trip, an hours-long gaming session, or simply a deep sleep. They're choosing meaningful solitude over obligatory socialization. They're not running from the party, they're running towards authenticity. They're saying, my growth is personal, and I don't need a public spectacle